right, today's February 12th, 2022, and we are gonna hike the Lumpy Ridge today. We're gonna be doing Gem Lake. After Gem Lake, we're gonna head our way up to Balanced Rock, and then on the way down, we are gonna stop at Twin Owls. Parking lot at Lumpy Ridge, make our way up about 1,000 feet to Gem Lake, and then continue on. Total elevation's about 1,700 to Balanced Rock. Then we're gonna make our way back down, come around the Twin Owls, hit the view of the Twin Owls right there, and back to the car. It's about 20 degrees, Estes Park, Colorado. Just at the beginning of the hike here, 1.7 miles to Gem Lake. All right, we're about 0.6 miles in. We've been hiking about 20 minutes and we are at the Gem Lake Twin Owls Junction. So we're gonna stay to the right here, follow Gem Lake, another 1.2 miles. From there, we'll head up to Balanced Rock, and then on the way back down, instead of taking the way we came, we're gonna take the Lumpy Ridge trailhead that has the Twin Owls viewpoint. So we'll be back here in a couple hours, but for now, Gem Lake. Nice view of Meeker and Long's Peak out there in the distance. We're about halfway to Gem Lake, about a mile in. You can see Lake Estes out there, Twin Sisters out in the distance. Long's Peak behind that tree, and Meeker, and then the Continental Divide. Got Howlett, Otis, Flat Top. Beautiful views here on the Gem Lake Trail, about 1 mile in. Spectacular. Got about 3 inches of snow last night, or yesterday rather. Nice and fresh out here. Don't need snowshoes. Microspikes are doing just fine. Here we are at the hole in the rock. About a mile and a half in Gem Lake. Getting close. We're a mile and a half in. We got 0.3 miles left to Gem Lake. Yeah, we kept going straight there. Missed that time. Whoops. .7 miles in on the Gem Lake Trail. We are about 0.1, 0.2 miles away from Gem Lake. Snow's getting a little deep up here. Maybe 6 inches or so. So here we are at the Gem Lake toilet. Let's check this out. Toilet on a mountain. Doesn't look like anyone's been here in a while. Gonna use it? All right, we're 1.9 miles in and we are approaching Gem Lake. Took us about an hour and 15 minutes to get here. Not too bad. That 800-foot elevation gain. And here we are, Gem Lake. Just walking around Gem Lake here, doing a little exploring. Pretty incredible rock formations. Look at that. Good job. This is why they call it the Lumpy Ridge. All right, so walking on Gem Lake right now. About 2 miles in so far, and we're gonna do another 2 miles to Balanced Rock, and then we'll turn around from there and come back. So, see you at Balanced Rock. All right, we are now at the Balanced Rock trailhead. We got 2.1 miles to Balanced Rock from Gem Lake. Well, this is where we are. The trail of footsteps just ended. So now We are route finding in the powder. Ooh, and I'm sinking. Snowshoes probably would have been a good idea. We don't have any with us today, so we'll just see how far we can go. Whoa! I just fell in to about my knee. What do you think? It's definitely deep back here. Not too many people have done this trail, if any. We got about 2 miles of this. Let's see how far we can make it. Well, I'm now walking in snow that is knee high. Trying to take a shortcut. Not sure if this was a good idea or not. Oh. So we're on the Balanced Rock Trail now. Still route finding through this. There is no tracks at all. And a fresh 3 to 6 inches, sometimes knee-high snow to have to hike through. Still got probably 1.5 miles. And we'll have to hike back in this too, but at least we'll have a trail, assuming we find the right trail here. Fell in a hole. How you doing?
I'm just a little Mima.
All right, so we are about 3.5 miles into this hike. Just reached a trail junction here. We are 1 mile from Balanced Rock. Just came from Gem Lake 1.2 miles ago. To the right here is the Cow Creek Trail. I don't see any trail signs of anybody. 1.6, but we're going to Balanced Rock, so another mile and then we'll loop it back. I'll see you up there. Tiny little snowshoer path here. I'm laying in the snow right now on the way to Balance Rock. I fell in a hole, so I'm just gonna lay here for a minute. It's pretty strenuous. We're about 3.6 miles in. We only have about a half mile to go. But hiking and route finding in this fresh powder is beyond difficult. So I'm just gonna take a little nap right here for a few minutes. Probably got about a half mile. Home stretch. Only 0.3 miles to go straight uphill to Balance Rock. This is what exhaustion looks like. 4.4 miles in. We gotta be close to Balance Rock. We should be there.
Is it 4.4?
Yeah.
Of course it is.
And we're on the final stretch right now. Sometimes you sink a couple feet. It's probably a good 2 feet of powder up here. Trying to find the packed trail, which is hard to route find with the 3 to 6 inches of snow we got yesterday. And there we are, Balanced Rock. Total was 4.4 miles. Took us 4 hours to get here. 13-foot elevation gains so far. Averaged about 1.5 miles per hour, 40-minute miles. And we're just gonna relax up here for a little while. That was a strenuous hike for sure. Probably gonna put the GoPro away, take some pictures on the way down. Balance Rock and Gem Lake. We just got back to Gem Lake. We're about almost 7 miles into this hike. We finally just came over the Lumpy Ridge, coming back over into Estes Parkside here, and you can see Meeker, Long's Peak, Twin Sisters, just majestic looking with the snow blowing all over the place. Not many people out on the trail today. I was definitely probably up there with the hardest hike we've ever done due to the conditions and the snow. I can't believe we actually finished. It was tough. We've been out here for about 7 hours. We got 2 miles to go to get down the rest of the Gem Lake Trail here, and then we're gonna go get some Himalayan food.
Yeah.
See you on the trail.
Oh my. Lumpy, so their grandparents.
right, so we're just finishing up now. We started about 9 a.m. in the Lumpy Ridge trailhead. We then took the Gem Lake Trail, about 2 miles, 800-foot vertical elevation up to Gem Lake. From there, we picked up the Balanced Rock Trail, took that about 2.2 miles into Balanced Rock. That was a tough one. We had, I don't know, maybe 4 to 6 inches of snow last night, so we had to do quite a bit of route finding. The pack trail was completely covered, so we were falling a lot. There was some deep snow, almost waist high at different times, but we were able to make it all the way through. So total, we're looking at, took us about 7 hours, 15 minutes, 8.1 miles, 1,800 vertical elevation, and we burned 3,000 calories today. We decided to scratch the Twin Owls hike, which would have added probably approximately 1.1 miles to the hike, but we're just spent. It was a tough hike in that backcountry on the north side of the Lumpy Ridge, on the other side of Gem Lake, but it was a great day. Good, long 7.5 hour hike. Heading back to the car right now, and we'll see you on the next hike.